Jquery is a library of JavaScript functions that massively simplifies many JavaScript techniques. Jquery is automatically included in all new ASP.NET Web Forms application projects. In this lesson, you will explore some commonly used features of Jquery. To begin, open the MegaChat project from your sample files folder. Now expand the Scripts folder in the Solution Explorer. There are several copies of Jquery in this folder. Jquery 182 IntelliSense.js is a version of Jquery that has been commented to support Visual Studio IntelliSense. This is automatically used by Visual Studio to provide IntelliSense for Jquery. Jquery 182.js is the standard version of Jquery. This is the version that you will use for most purposes. Jquery 182 min.js is the same as the standard version, but with all of the line breaks and comments removed. This makes the file smaller, but harder to work with when debugging. The Jquery 182.js file should be used for development purposes, and the Jquery 182 min.js file should be used for the final release. Along with the ordinary Jquery files, you will see some files named Jquery UI. Jquery UI is a library of JavaScript user interface improvements, and is separate from the standard Jquery library. Jquery UI is included in every new project, but it isn't required for any of the techniques that you will learn in this course. Next, open site.master in Source View. Within the Script Manager control, you can see a reference to Jquery. The Script Manager control attaches the Jquery files to the page using ASP.NET 4.5's new script bundling features. These are covered in Session 12 of the Essential Skills course in this series. This code is automatically included in all new ASP.NET 4.5 Web Forms application projects, so Jquery is available on all pages that use the default master page. If you don't want to use script bundling, you can simply include the Jquery files using an ordinary script tag. If you don't want to use script bundling, you can simply include the Jquery files using an ordinary script tag. Next, open default.aspx in Source View. You're going to add a Jquery function to this page that will run when the page loads. Add the following code inside the script tag. $, begin brackets, document, end brackets, dot, ready, begin brackets, function, begin brackets, end brackets, begin curly brackets, end curly brackets, end brackets, semicolon. All Jquery functions begin with a $ character. This code uses the Jquery ready method to create a function that will run as soon as the page has fully loaded. It's extremely difficult to do this without Jquery, as each web browser requires different JavaScript code to accomplish this. One of the biggest problems when working with JavaScript is that different web browsers interpret it in very different ways. Jquery's functions are compatible with all major web browsers, eliminating the problem of cross-browser compatibility. For this reason, it can be useful to use jQuery even for simple code. Next, you're going to use jQuery's hide and fade in methods to make the welcome panel fade in when the page loads. Add the following code inside the document.ready function. $, begin brackets, begin single quotes, hash, welcome panel, end single quotes, end brackets, dot hide, begin brackets, end brackets, semicolon. This jQuery command will simply hide the welcome panel div tag from view. The welcome panel div tag contains the input control that asks the user to enter a username. Now add the following code on the next line. $, begin brackets, begin single quotes, hash, welcome panel, end single quotes, end bracket, dot, fade in, begin brackets, 1000, end brackets, semicolon. The fade in jQuery method makes the hidden welcome panel div tag slowly fade into view. The number 1000 indicates that the animation will last 1000 milliseconds. That's 1 second. By changing this number, you can alter the speed of the fade effect. Test your code now by viewing default.aspx in your web browser. When the page loads, the welcome panel slowly fades into view, rather than appearing instantly. You can learn more about jQuery from the official jQuery website at jquery.com. The official website contains documentation for every function of jQuery. Close your web browser now, and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 9.9. Understand jQuery.